Hey guys, and welcome to the Celebrity Expert, your #1 source for all things TV shows and actors. We have a really interesting story today that we wanted to look into a little bit, involving one actress who almost took on the role in Guardians of the Galaxy to play Gamora, who backed away from the film thinking it would absolutely fail, and now, all these years later, has shared some thoughts as to why this decision was made and the implications, and maybe if there's some regret in the first place. Let's go ahead and look into this. Now, this story actually comes from Amanda Seyfried, who, if you don't know who this actress is, she played in Mamma Mia most recently and various other movies throughout the years, apparently was approached for the role of Gamora for the Guardians of the Galaxy film that came out in 2014. And what's really interesting about all of this is she ended up being a consideration late on and was pretty much offered the role over the current actress who has the role, Zoe Saldana, but ended up turning down the role because of various reasons. One being specifically that she thought the film was going to completely bomb when it released. She said in an interview, "I didn't want to be a part of the first Marvel movie that bombed, because I said, who wants to see a movie about a talking tree and a raccoon?" Which clearly I was very wrong. The script was great. It was all based on not wanting to be that guy, because if you are the star of a giant movie like that and it bombs, Hollywood does not forgive you. I've seen that happen to people, and it was a giant fear, and I thought, is it worth it? So that is really interesting, because if you think about it, on paper, Guardians of the Galaxy was a really big risk of a film. Nobody really knew who those characters were prior to the movie releasing, and if you just looked at the script and the idea that they were going with, it was definitely much further out there than other movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And also, at this point, the MCU didn't necessarily have as strong of a track record as it does now. There were still some movies releasing to mixed reviews, like Thor: The Dark World, and The Incredible Hulk had released only a few years back at that point when they were casting, so it wasn't too crazy to think that maybe it was a much riskier decision than what was initially thought. Matter of fact, she even elaborated a bit also on the involvement and the stress that would go into filming a character that has a lot of makeup needed for the character to look the way that they're supposed to. She said in an interview, "The other thing is I knew people who were blue were sitting in makeup more than they were actually on set. And there were all green screens, and I thought, I don't want to be green for 6 months. I don't want to go to work and get green and have a few hours to do my job and then get ungreen just to go back to work and get green again. I've done prosthetics before, it's not fun, so I made a good choice for myself and my life." So this is definitely a very interesting perspective that's quite unique here. It seems like maybe there was some point of wondering what it would have been like if she jumped into that role as Gamora, and maybe she regrets that part, but for the most part, it seems like the decision not to take on the role was a justified one. And it's really interesting always to think of some of these actors who almost took on these massive iconic roles and at the last second or in the last hour ended up changing their mind. So what do you think of this story? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. See you guys.